Terror has many faces, yet often we, especially in India, with all the baggage of our collective past conflicts and developments in established theatres like Pakistan, Afghanistan and the Middle East, become fixated upon its Islamic militant face and tend to forget its other faces. Aseemanand and another co-accused, Lokesh Sharma, are in Ambala jail since last year, while others are absconding or dead. Aseemanand, along with others charge-sheeted, are also accused of planning and planting bombs in several other blast cases across the country. On this special show, we take a look at one of those other faces of terror, homegrown and when first uncovered, one that came as a complete surprise and embarrassment to the moral establishment of our country. Today, we look at the phenomenon of saffron terror and ask the question, is enough being done to stamp it out, or are investigators being forced to hush things up? Is it a conspiracy of silence? Blasts near a mosque in Malegaon killed 37 in September 2006. Then in February 2007, 68 were killed in Samjhauta Express in Haryana. In October of the same year, blast rocked Ajmer Dargah and Mecca-Masjid, killing 3 and 14 respectively. And so in 2006-2007, India was rocked by a series of bomb blasts. And with no one taking credit for them, the establishment's first reaction was to blame it on the usual suspects. They linked the blasts to jihadi elements inside and outside India. Muslim boys connected with SIMI, or the Students' Islamic Movement of India, and the Harkat al-Jihad al-Islami were rounded up, interrogated and then declared to be terror masterminds. This despite the fact that the targeted areas were Muslim dominated and the victims too were largely Muslim. And then just when the investigators thought they had the usual suspects behind bars and that there would be no more blasts, two almost simultaneous blasts on the same day in two different states, Maharashtra and Gujarat, killing 7 people, both using the same technique. Low-intensity bombs fitted on motorbikes. These blasts blew the lid off, literally, on an underground terror outfit which was right under everyone's noses, but with a completely different, in fact, hard to imagine, set of members. January 19, 2009. Maharashtra police filed a 4,000-page charge sheet for the Malegaon blast. In the charge sheet, Sadhvi-Pragya-Singh-Thakur, an ABVP leader turned into an ascetic, is named as the prime accused. The motorcycle used in Malegaon, the key evidence, is registered under her name. Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, who was attached with the military intelligence unit at Nasik. Dayanand Pandey, a self-styled religious guru who ran an ashram named Sharda Peeth in Jammu. The charge sheet alleged that it was Pandey who had instructed Purohit to arrange for RDX, while Sadhvi owned the motorcycle used in the blast.
There are virtually no evidence against us, and their own contention is that she had supplied the scooter, and we have already emphatically stated that her scooter, which was allegedly used in the blast, we had sold it way back in October 2004.
Terror trails in India dramatically changed with the Malegaon blasts investigation. Contrary to popular belief and national sentiment, the investigation pointed to Abhinav-Bharat, an ultra-right-wing Pune-based organization established in 2005-2006, and its members or affiliates. Led by the then Maharashtra Anti-Terror Squad Chief Hemant Karkare, a team of investigators managed to uncover for the first time what came to be known as the phenomenon of saffron terror.
Incidents of the last 3 months with the integral link of limbs of the BJP like the ABVP, the ex-servicemen cell, the Durga Vahini, raise a vital question for the first time in Indian politics. How, to what extent is a mainstream political party allied to these acts of terror?
हिंदू आतंकवाद की बात कही जा रही है। आतंकवाद का कोई धर्म नहीं होता, ईमान नहीं होता, लेकिन ये सरकार जब भ्रष्टाचार में फंसती है तो जानबूझकर कभी आरएसएस का नाम, कभी हिंदू आतंकवाद उठाती है। कोई ईमानदारी से कार्रवाई करी, उस पर कोई आपत्ति नहीं है।
After the September 29, 2008 Malegaon blast, a mangled number plate that belonged to the bike used by the terrorists was the biggest clue. Forensic lab officials managed to get 3 sets of possible numbers of the plate. Then the ATS began the chase. The first combination took them to Badaयूं, in Uttar Pradesh, where the vehicle bearing the number still existed. The second was tracked down to Gujarat. Here too, the vehicle was still in use. In October 2008, the last number plate combination led the ATS to the bike owner, a self-styled god woman called Sadhvi-Pragya-Singh-Thakur. Pragya's interrogation and the call information from her cell phone thereafter opened a Pandora's box and confirmed something that the Muslim minority and many in investigative circles had long suspected: the existence of Hindutva or saffron terror. 5 days after Pragya's arrest, the ATS radar included 64-year-old Major retired Ramesh Upadhyay, a resident of Pune. He had worked in the Indian Army's military intelligence unit and was suspected of training those who had assembled the bombs. He had also headed the BJP's ex-army officer cell. 37-year-old serving officer Lt Colonel Purohit, who had procured the RDX used in the blast. This military intelligence officer was posted in Panchmadi in Madhya Pradesh.
We've been framed in all this, and it's absolutely a shame. Everybody's been saying up till now that it's been a shame for the country.
They are just twisting, the ATS just twisting the facts. Whatever as they want to achieve, they will be achieving. It's very easy to fabricate evidence, get some confession, get some approval, and get any person framed.
The arrest of Lt Colonel Prasad Shrikant Purohit, the first ever serving officer to be charge-sheeted in a terror investigation, shook the foundation of what has been one of India's most secular institutions, the Indian Army. Lt Colonel Purohit made some startling revelations during interrogation. According to him, it wasn't just for the Malegaon blast. He had provided the RDX in the 2007 Hyderabad Mecca-Masjid blast too. For the investigating agency, the similarity between Malegaon and Hyderabad with the Ajmer Sharif blast was evident too. The widespread tentacles of a well-established network were slowly emerging from the shadows. Some more names in this web of terror were RSS activists Samir Kulkarni and Sandeep Dange, as well as Ramji Kalsangra, an expert in making bombs. The list also included Sunil Joshi, a former RSS activist. In May of 2011, before a court inquiry, Purohit revealed the name of a senior RSS leader, Indresh-Kumar. This was not the first time that Purohit had tried to indict Kumar. Interestingly, on the 15th of October 2008, almost a fortnight before his arrest, Purohit had named both Indresh-Kumar and Sadhvi-Pragya-Singh-Thakur in a handwritten letter to a military intelligence officer posted at Jabalpur. This was on the basis of information he had gathered during his tenure at Deolali in Maharashtra. In this letter, he had said that Indresh-Kumar was behind the Malegaon and Ajmer blasts, that the motorcycle used was assembled from 3 different bikes, one of which was registered under Sadhvi-Pragya-Thakur's name, and that the assembled bike was utilized by ex-RSS pracharak Sunil Joshi.
एक कॉन्स्पिरेसी है और आप कॉन्स्पिरेसी को लेकर जो है नहीं उसको लेकर जब सवाल खड़े होंगे तो वो सवाल भी बड़े बेहुदा होंगे.
Although Indresh-Kumar denied all the charges, the damage to both him and the RSS had already been done, and the issue of saffron terror exploded across national discourse as a divisive debate. Slowly a pattern was emerging linking all of these blasts. What may have seemed initially like independent attacks now became linked together under the trail of saffron terror, and the RSS and its pracharaks and retired army officers all seem to be part of this larger plot. But then on 26th of November 2008, India experienced its worst ever terror attack in Mumbai. In a major blow to the investigations into saffron terror, Maharashtra ATS chief Hemant Karkare was killed, and the ATS's investigation, despite the formidable mass of evidence it had, ran into a wall. The focus of Indian people and its anti-terror machinery shifted from saffron terrorists to Ajmal Kasab, the lone surviving member of the 10 young Pakistani men whose brutal attacks left 166 civilians dead, a city paralyzed, and the nation and world stunned. Compounding the problems faced by the investigation was the fact that the blasts had taken place in 5 different states, so 5 different state police agencies were investigating the blasts. A breakthrough did not come until May 2010. almost a year and a half later. Two RSS pracharaks Devendra Gupta and Lokesh Sharma were arrested by the Rajasthan ATS for their role in the Ajmer blast in 2007. Devendra Gupta provided logistical support to Joshi, Kalsangra and Dange and harbored the latter two in RSS offices while they were on the run from agencies. Lokesh Sharma purchased two Nokia phones that were used to trigger bombs at Mecca-Masjid and Ajmer Sharif.
CBI फेल हो गई, दूसरी स्टेट की जो है वो ATS फेल हो गई, लेकिन राजस्थान की ATS ने वो काम करके दिखाया है.
These arrests once again brought the focus back on the Hindutva terror network and the urgent need to address the cesspool of India's communal politics. We'll talk about this and more after a short.